for Safaricom, when they told us our pay bills are closed, is when we got a copy from Safaricom.
That the licensing copy?
No. We were not even copied in that communication to Safaricom. So Safaricom are the ones who did that. Secondly, about our bank accounts, we have several banks that are now acting, and this is due to a letter from the Central Bank on July 15th of 2019. This is page 104, which is a letter that went out to the banks and advised the banks that the board, Betting Control Licensing Board, has not renewed the operating licenses of certain bookmakers for the next annual period. And there was a list of the companies attached to the letter from the Central Bank of Kenya. And that means now the banks are also acting. As Sportpesa, we have already had notices from 3 banks notifying us they'll be closing our bank's accounts within a notice period. That's the process that started on April 14th.
Yes.
And remember, we gave them all the requirements. And in all our subsequent communication, which is part of the folder,
yes,
we kept asking them because we were apprehensive. And at Sportpesa, we have almost 400 employees. And I kept telling them that they need to advise us if there's anything pending so that we can try satisfy before the license period expires. But all the letters we sent to them, we never got any response. So according to us, we fulfilled all the requirements because they never told us that there was a requirement we did not fulfill. So in terms of our prayers, the honorable members, again, if there are tax issues, we request that our license be issued. Because in terms of tax matters, even KRA have said we're in negotiations. I don't think there's anything preventing us from continuing from operating our business as we conclude the negotiations, and if the tax appeals tribunal rules and gives an amount of tax that should be payable, then at that point, we can be happy to pay and come up with a payment plan. Our second prayer as an industry is that, as I said before, for the 5 years we've been in operation, taxes have changed every single year, and we would like to request that either a committee is formed or specialists are formed so that they can study industry best practice from all over the world, because some of the measures in taxation that are usually proposed have the danger of taking this industry underground and creating problems that might be out of control, including child betting, underage people participating, and no protection to the vulnerable in society. So I think we have to be very careful in terms of regulation, especially the taxation measures that we come up with. And for that, I would like to request that the committee and stakeholders are involved in this sector actually do a benchmarking on industry best practice in the countries where sports betting is actually an industry that has existed for a period of time, because most of them have made the mistakes we're making now, and there's no need for us to repeat the same. So those are my 2 main prayers.
Ah.